Hey guys, welcome back to another Disney Sorcerers Arena video. My name is Will DSA, and today we are coming back at you with another team crafting video utilizing one of the new characters from the Toy Story 3 event. That character is the one and the only Mr. Lotso, the big old pink bear of evil. Let's pull him up here. So, of the Toy Story characters, we've seen all the videos. A lot of things are coming together. This community is going great as far as bringing out the content. And the consensus is, at least right now, Lotso probably has the most potential out of these characters. The community seems to think these characters are not going to be meta. That is true. There's just not a lot of power over there. Big Baby, as we've seen, is just... he's not there yet. We want to see him fully leveled and fully geared and how hard he hits. And honestly, the basing of a lot of their kit on fear, I believe, holds them back because fear in and of itself is not a mechanic you would want to run outside of using this. But regardless, there are some coming together. I was able to watch Cozy Gamer the other day. Check out his channel and his stream when you get a chance. He put together an interesting team with Sully. A theory craft there. He's going to be posting up. That was an amazing team. I liked looking at that. Got a couple of teams I've found that are interesting, trying to utilize it. But for now, I'm going to utilize kind of the best area I think Lotso can be in, and that is in the downtown villains. Two important tags for these groups to have. As we go into a battle, we'll kind of take a look at these things. Now, Downtown Villains got a boost with these characters. I'm not sure how much of a boost. And again, I'm going to be fighting with Lotso at low star, so we're going to have to take that with a grain of salt. Ooh, wrong one. But I believe it works well. A couple options I've tried with this team. I tried a Dr. F lead for the potency, but it just wasn't working right. It would work well with a full lot of the the Toy Story teams, Toy Story 3 team for that potency, for the fear to hit and everything. But it works well for getting defenses down, etc., etc. But this is a pretty standard looking downtown villains team. Nothing too exciting. Syndrome lead just to try and get that extra oomph for Zurg or Big Bad Wolf. Lotso would be taking the place. I've tried Damana in there. Damana, I think, has potential for the heal block. I want to see how that could go, having a Dr. F lead with Damana again, but my Damana's not quite there. And Jangles, I'm working on getting up. But I think that Downtown Villains in this composition really did get a boost. Brief explanation. Leader ability with Syndrome, extra critical strike chance, stun, AoE, providing vulnerable. Big Bad Wolf, big hits heroes very hard, which is good against Frozen. Zurg, no explanation there. Zurg just slaps you in the face. Dr. F for the heal, for the polymorph or polyfrog, or however you pronounce it, I can't remember. And then Lotso's main thing is he procs more continuous healing, which is very good in this team once it gets going. And then his ability, if he lives long enough at this state, to get that taunt up and around another taunting tank. What I've found with this team, as you'll see, is not to special out unless you absolutely need to right away. Like, don't use Zurg's big hits yet. Don't use Big Bad Wolf's big breath yet. Try and use some basics first. It really does seem to help, at least at these lower levels. I did let myself drop down into a high platinum 1 to try and get more even testing matches. If the rumors are to be true, and hopefully they are, and rumor mill and water cooler gossip that test accounts are coming, I hope to be a valuable enough part of this community to be able to have one of those and theory craft with the whole community and other people, but we'll have to see. But for now, dropping yourself lower into the ranks is the best way to theory craft with new characters, especially since Frozen is the meta team and they are accessible to everybody, and so is Kingdom at a lower level, so it helps out there. In regards to spells, if you have Hammer and you're not using it at this point, I think you're doing it wrong. Unless you're running like a Kingdom team, which can just outspeed everybody. Hammer's necessary in this team just to make something survive. Pan Shadow, if you haven't seen it already, it's great on Dr. F. It's great, actually, on Lotso, except his passive does not proc with it, whereas Dr. Facilier's passive does proc. We're not sure why that is. But also copy. And actually, copying Zerg has been quite interesting. Zerg can hit pretty hard, and then also Syndrome. But again, I think Dr. F's passive is the only one I see procking with Pan Shadow. So I think that's a bug. It might go away. If it does, then it's probably not going to be worth it to run Pan Shadow in this. So guys, without... Alright guys, just wanted to go ahead and throw some footage in here. This is a basic battle we had from stream last night. Not the same composition I have talked about, but something similar. And I just wanted to throw this together. This is a timeout battle, but to show you the survivability of this team. This is against a Frozen team, full Frozen team running Hades. So as you can see, right now, Frozen's biggest advantage against us is that taunt first, but for whatever reason, this gentleman chooses not to taunt first. So this battle would have been harder. But right here, I always, if there's no taunt, try and go after Sven. Sven in this matchup is more important than Hades, more important than Kristoff or Anna at all, because Sven just hits so hard. And you want to keep it under control. In this matchup, we're using Demana, which I really enjoy because of the heal blocking and the continuous damage. So right there, we get to heal block Sven. He will not get advantage of that continuous heal, which is one of the advantages of Demana, in my opinion. Alright, so they're going to go ahead and hit us. You want to try in this matchup to always get Dr. F going on the Pan Shadow. It will help you survive because the damage outside of Sven is not amazing. We were also trying out the stupid Sharpshooter Crow that deals continuous damage. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not that effective. Alright. We did not have Pan Shadow in this, so it is not a huge representation, but it works out pretty well. Beautiful damage there from Big Bad Wolf, will only get better. But this team is potential. Again, as we've said in all of this video, speed is key. I'm wondering how I stone these up, where I put speed stones, but even if you put speed stones on it, it may not be the best. I almost think some of the best ways to do it is to get defense and health stones. If your speed's already going to be outclassed, and what I've been noticing is, like, the Kingdom teams aren't putting a lot of speed on themselves, at least so far. Or when they do, it hasn't made a huge impact. Now, once they start leveling up stones, I'm sure it will. Alright, there goes Sven. There goes a big threat. There we go. But I almost think Beef might be better for this team in general, outside of, like, if I get a crit chance stone for a Big Bad Wolf, etc., etc. Sorry for the yelling, guys. But this team really will hit hard, really will work. The versatility of it between forcing a taunt if need be. A good thing to remember is with Dr. F, if you're really in a jam and he comes up and you have a copy, force taunt on a copy. Let him waste a couple of hits on a copy. That has worked well for me. As you can see, we're not dying right away. This is an even matchup. He is going ahead and hitting us with what he has. The Frozen just doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Outside Kingdom, Kingdom will do damage. Having those trolls is good for us too. If they proc trolls and we get to kill them, we get to heal a lot more. So we're taunting, so we're going to have to hit that. We try and hit Kristoff hard here, but doesn't really do much in this case, which is fine. There's really not much more to say on this team, guys. Give this team a chance. It is survivable based on star level. It is a good place for Lotso once he's leveled up. He will eventually in this battle go ahead and get to use his ability to spread the taunt, but right now he's just not as fast as he could be. So with that, guys, we're going to keep the video short. My name is Will DSA, and we will talk to you later. Have a wonderful day, and thank you very much for being with us. Bye-bye.